Hello to all planetary kin celebrating such a special day, the Earth Day and the Noospheric Constant Day, the same day. Greetings from the Blue Magnetic Storm on the day of Blue Magnetic Storm. First of all, I want to give thanks to all my loving Earth wizards for their hard work for making possible this noospheric broadcast. I really feel honored to be part of it. Today we will share our love for Earth, the noosphere and the Rainbow Bridge. So I ask you to connect with the Earth, with our Mother Earth, as the song says. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. And every step that we give on the Earth, consider as kissing of the Earth. So the name of our Earth is Mother Earth or Pachamama or Gaia, after the ancient Greek goddess of the Earth, because she is a living organism. Her dharma is the ability to give life. But by the star people, the Earth is also known as experimental zone of free will, or Velatropa 24.3, being a third planet from our star, Sun Kinich Ahau. In the history of Dreamspell, it is called the Time Ship Earth, and we, the Time Travelers, who are remembering our mission, remembering who we are. So, what is the origin of the Earth Day celebration? The official information says that in 2009 the United Nations designated April 22nd as the International Mother Earth Day, but it is less known that in March 1970, José Argüelles created the first Whole Earth Festival. Only 1 month after, in April 1970, there was the celebration of the first Earth Day. So, who was José Argüelles Walum Votan? He was one of the greatest visionaries of our time, and maybe the best explanation of his vision is given on website of lawoftime.org. Our vision is globally unified humanity living in a new time based on synchronicity where time is art. That was really his vision. We, the planetary kin Earth Wizards, are following. José Argüelles brought to this planet an incomparable treasure of knowledge based on the galactic Maya science of time to uplift our consciousness and bring galactic culture to Earth, announcing a new solar age and entry into the noosphere. So, how was that celebration of the first Whole Earth Festival? In the book Biography of Time Traveler, written by our beloved Stephanie South, his heir, there is a chapter, Festival of the Whole Earth. She describes how José Argüelles, who was 31 years old at that time, already PhD in History of Art, was the professor at University of California Davis. And after one transcendental moment of seeing the image of the whole Earth the previous year, thanks to Apollo 11 mission, he wanted to bring the sense of the whole Earth and the famous music festival Woodstock into his classes, which at that moment had more than 400 students. He had a reputation as a radical teacher, so he proposed to his students to prepare a spring ritual as their final exam. So, arriving that day on March 17, 1970, quote, "Nothing could have prepared him for what he saw. Scattered across the entire terrain of the university were teepees, geodesic domes, tents, yurts. It seemed that a global village had sprung up overnight. Two streets arose, the street of the mysteries and the street of the wizards. The street of wizards was home to artisans, musicians, artists and merchants. In the street of mystery there were booths offering tarot and astrology readings with spiritual groups that practiced yoga and meditations, and all that together with the exhibition of alternative energies. For the next 5 days there was a program of continuous public events. At this time the hippie movement was called the counterculture. It seemed like everyone who belonged to this counterculture along the West Coast had arrived for the big event. Jose started the event with a short opening speech. "We are here to remember the earth, to know that the earth is a living being, and that we are the spirit children of the earth." So during the festival, Jose received a letter from then Rudyard, planetary astrologer and mystic, congratulating him and his students on fulfilling a vision he had held since the 1920s, a vision of the entire earth celebrated as one artwork. He also wrote that the whole Earth Festival marked the beginning of a new phase of spiritual consciousness, or what he called the planetization of consciousness. This festival, as the annual Whole Earth Festival, continues to this day. This year is the year 54, but it is the edition 52nd. It will be celebrated from 12th to 14th of May, kin 99 to 101. So, what is the meaning of the noosphere? Our Earth is made up of different spheres. Biosphere is the sphere of unified field of life in nature, or, in words of the scientist Vladimir Vernadsky, who coined the word biosphere, it is where occurs the transformation of cosmic energy on Earth. On the other hand, the noosphere is the psychic reflection of the biosphere, conscious planetary mind. So, bio, life, knows, mind. But in between those two spheres there is a technosphere. It is the sphere of all technology and systems we humans have created. It is an artificial sphere that doesn't interact in harmonious way with the other spheres, or, as Stephanie South mentions in her manual 9-Year Vision, replacing the biosphere's organic processes with totally industrialized ones, resulting in a severe imbalance in the biosphere. We can also consider the noosphere as the next phase of our planetary evolution, the stage in which we evolve as a single organism with a planetary consciousness making telepathically unified feel amongst us, the human species. In this time we are living, it is exactly as we are making the planetary rite of passage from one world to another one. That change is huge, and Hopi called it Sipapu. It symbolizes the portal through which their ancient ancestors passed through to enter the present world. Our Sipapu is called Biosphere-Noosphere transition. So, are we going to enter into the last stage of technosphere, of transhumanism, which means complete fusion of human with the machine, or we will at last enter into the noosphere? It seems that the destiny of the whole human race is in question now. José Argüelles states that to enter the noosphere requires a conscious effort on the part of at least an informed and enlightened human minority. As the sphere of the Earth, the question is there a precise location of the noosphere? In the year 1953, there were two discoveries of double helix structure of DNA and radiation belts. So the DNA is the carrier of genetic information, and on the other side, the Van Allen radiation belts are one part of the magnetosphere which protects our planet from harmful solar and cosmic particles. In 1966, Oliver Reiser, American physicist, locates the Earth's psi field, or the world brain, including the program of DNA, exactly between two Van Allen radiation belts, in between 2011 miles altitude. On the other hand, José Argüelles was synthesizing the work of all the researchers intrigued by the mind sphere or thinking layer or collective unconscious of different authors such as Teilhard de Chardin, Vladimir Vernadsky, Oliver Reiser, Carl Gustav Jung, Rupert Sheldrake, and many others, giving his own contribution. He established the principle of the Earth's psi bank as the fourth-dimensional planetary memory, encoded in 1320 frequency. This work is brilliantly synthesized in his last book, Manifesto for the Noosphere. So, the psi bank is the brain and the nervous system of the noosphere, the storage unit for all thought. It also contains all knowledge of the evolutionary timing programs. thanks to the law of time discovered by José Argüelles, the Psi Bank is now accessible as a four-dimensional telepathic control panel. It has the form of sacred Mayan calendar or Solkin, or more precise, of 8 plates of Solkin. So, daily we can activate one of the storage units, and this is the example for today. Those are the places of the same unit, the so-called dragon, red rhythmic dragon, on the 8 plates of the Psi Bank. It is interesting that in the parallel cyber language, the Psi Bank could be called virtual cloud, where all information from our devices are stored. So here on this image we see the connection between the Psi Bank, Solkin and the DNA, even visually. I think for all, but especially for our Asian planetary kin, that it would be interesting to add some more information directly connected with the I Ching. The I Ching, or Book of Changes, is an ancient Chinese text which contains 64 hexagrams and is used as divination book of wise guidance based on principles of yin and yang. Martin Schemberger, in his book The I Ching and the Genetic Code, reveals that there is the same type of coding of genetic code, DNA, and I Ching. So, those 64 possible permutations of 4 nucleotides or bases in DNA are marked as 64 hexagrams in the center of Solkin in this image from the Mayan factor. So we see this close connection between an I Ching as the genetic code of life and Solkin, which is the galactic code of time. Even more amazing is this arrangement of 64 codons or hexagrams, where we can see that each horizontal line adds to 260 and each vertical adds to 260 as well, which is the number of units in Solkin. We have one more table. In this table of 8 times 8, 64 again, adding the members of the last column based on 8, it sums to 288, which represents light harmonic of Earth, or double polar light, or the rainbow bridge around the Earth. So we could say that 288 is the number or frequency of the rainbow bridge, as we are creating this bridge on the base of both auroras, both northern and southern lights. So all this is, of course, a part of José Argüelles' rainbow science, based on the power of our collectively unified mind, focused to create positive change based on harmonic relation between human being and the planet. The Rainbow Bridge, our meditation, is also part of prophecy. The rainbow is an interdimensional bridge, a symbol of higher galactic consciousness, very well known to so many native cultures all around the world. And for new people to all this, let's see what does Tzolk'in represent, as we mentioned it so many times. So Tzolk'in is the entrance into galactic time, where everything is harmony. Following Tzolk'in, our mind starts to get used to harmony. It is a primary galactic matrix, radial and simultaneous, emitted by the galactic nucleus Hunapku. It is the permutation table of the manifestation in time as 4 dimension. Tzolk'in is the origin of 1320 frequency. Our universe of vibratory resonance is represented in Tzolk'in in the form of 20 solar seals as qualities of cosmic being and their movement through the 13 tones of creation. And all of this is represented on our body as well. So Tzolk'in is an instrument of self-knowledge, and that would be one of its functions. So where was Tzolk'in found? In the observatory at Mount Alban, which original name was Jaggers Hill, there were found signs of the Mayan mathematical system, signs of the sacred calendar. Some 1,000 years before Christ. The image of Tzolk'in Jose Argüelles also found in tapestries of Oaxaca weavers. But the greatest inspiration on sacred calendar he received in the book of Native American Tony Scherer, Beneath the Moon and Under the Sun, and The Lord of the Dawn. So, how can we tune to 1320 frequency? By following 13 moon calendar. So we tune to few cycles. We tune to natural biological cycle of 28 days to remind you that the moon goes 13 times around the sun in 1 year. That cycle is called cyclic order, and the other is synchronic order of 1320 frequency of 4th dimensional time, which opens us to the world of synchronicities. Daily following leads us to live our lives full of purpose, synchronicity, art, beauty, and love. So this is about evolution of consciousness through time, where time is considered art. So let's see. Today in cyclic order, 13/28, 13 moon, 28 days each moon. We are in the 10th moon, in the planetary moon of manifestation. So this event today is in complete synchronicity. The totem animal is dog. We are in the 3rd blue week of transformation, day Alpha 19. That means that our throat chakra is very active today. In the synchronic order, based on Solkin, we have solar seal storm, representing transformation and energy, catalyzing self-generation. So let's play a little bit with numbers. Blue magnetic storm is kin 79. 7 plus 9, 16. 1 plus 6, 7. 7 as 7 days of creation, 7 as number of time-space in the form of a cube, 6 sides of the cube, the space, 3D, and 7 in the center representing the time, or 4D. The extending meaning of each seal we get through fifth force, 4 seals around the central one, in this case of the storm. So here we have yellow sun as supporting power, the same storm, blue storm, as guiding power, so it is about double power. The red moon as challenging power, and the wind its hidden power. If we add all these 5 kin, we get the G-force, or kin 69, self-existing moon, which is the year we are currently in. It is important to know that the storm is connected with the root chakra, and it is represented with the small toe on the left foot, which represents the sky clan, reminding us that we have to bring heaven on the earth. The storm represents both celestial and telluric storms connected with the earth and the sky. So the storm reflects the power of nature, the power of God. Its seal number is 19, which is the highest number in Mayan numerology, which goes from 0 to 19. In 260 postulates of dynamics of time, 19.1, the chapter 19.1 says, there is but one God, and one God alone to be acknowledged and reverenced. We can connect the storm with the rainbow as well. Number 7 is number of colors of the rainbow. The simple explanation of the rainbow is that it is colorful arc in the sky when rain is falling and the sun is shining. We could translate water and fire to moon and sun, or lunar solar cycle in the 13th moon calendar, and galactic cycle as well, because of its hidden power, the wind or spirit. The storm as well is connected with the Pluto, which is the planet most near to the nearest to the galaxy in our solar system. So at last, let's say why kin 79 represents the noospheric constant. Here we see our well-known Psi-bank matrix, but there is one more with 441 unit that represents cube matrix 441, or galactic telepathic language training program as a part of Synchronotron, the last teaching of José Argüelles Balum Botan. If we subtract 441 from 520, which is the amount of kin in one Psi plate, we get 79. So 79 is the base matrix unit or frequency of the Psi-bank. That is why it is called the noospheric constant. Here we see the cube and the sphere. The cube matrix 441 as a cube, and the Earth with its Psi-bank as a sphere. Pakal Votan was found in his sarcophagus, in one hand with the sphere and in another the cube. That symbol of the cube and the sphere we have on all levels of the law of time, where the sphere represents the absolute and the cube the relative. But who was Pakal Votan? Pakal Votan was galactic master and navigator of cosmic time, the symbol of solar consciousness. As great Mayan king, he left codes on his sarcophagus lid in Palenque, Mexico, so it can be found at exact time by exact person who would be able to decode them. That person was José Argüelles Balum Botan. One of the main teachings of Pakal Votan was to leave behind the codes and timing frequencies for the opening of the noosphere in our era. So here, coming almost to the end, is the mathematical language of the rainbow bridge, the visible part of the noosphere. In the base matrix of Synchronotron, if we add all the numbers at the endings of the diagonals and the cross, we will get the same result, 288 as the light harmonic of Earth, polar light double. So we can imagine the rainbow bridge around the base matrix too. So, as today, on this whole day broadcast, we will have the rainbow bridge meditation, or you can find it on the website of Law of Time. I want to finish this presentation with one song, which was created in 1939 for the movie The Wizard of Oz, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Good guess. It has an amazing synchronicity. The song was created the same year in which José Argüelles was born. Was this song one of his lullaby? Maybe. He also gave birth to earth wizards. I'm hugging in this moment with one huge noospheric rainbow Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. These words were written by Yip Harburg, White Electric Dog, The Perfect Hidden Power of José Argüelles Balún Botán, Blue Spectral Monkey. Please look for this song by yourselves with the rainbow around the earth in your heart.